to do a themed video. I was talking to a friend recently about like trans activism and about like the balance between being open to like answering questions and talking about trans stuff, and the balance of also drawing the line on the kinds of questions that people can ask. Thus far, I've been really open about answering questions, and I really don't mind anybody asking any questions whatsoever. But something that I've been sort of figuring out is that certain questions do make me uncomfortable. I don't want them to, because I want to be able to answer questions and help other people, but it's just unavoidable that certain questions will kind of make me feel dysphoric. So I just kind of have to own up to that. And they're very common things, and there's tons of articles on the internet of like things you do not ask a trans person. One of them that came up recently was asking a trans person about their old name. That can be a major point of dysphoria for pretty much all trans people. I think that's just, I can say all trans people will be uncomfortable with that question. Even though my name is archived on the internet for various reasons, for like audiobooks or vocal recordings, things like that, like that is still something that kind of makes me uncomfortable, and it makes me uncomfortable hearing my name. I don't even say my name anymore, just because it kind of makes me uncomfortable. Sometimes people will say my old name and like they just like forget, and that doesn't faze me because they're clearly trying. If they're not, then I get kind of upset. But most people I interact with at day-to-day base are good people. But it recently came up. I was just like chatting with some people at like a party, and we were talking about a bunch of trans stuff, and this person was like, "Oh, so I don't even remember your old name, like I just remember your new name." And I was like, "That's good. I'm glad you don't remember my old name." And they were like, "Oh, what? I'm really interested." And for some reason, like the context of the situation, I like told them, and I immediately regretted it, because that's just one of the things that I don't want to answer. They don't need to know. Like, if you knew me before when I had my old name, that's fine. Like, you knew me with that name, that's cool. And now we can transition together for my new name. Maybe it would have been slightly better if this person also didn't say like, "Oh, that's a really nice name. Oh, like what a pretty name. Like, oh, that's too bad that you changed your name." And that kind of thing really hurts to hear. It's basically the same as someone saying like, "Oh, it's too bad that you're trans. I like you better with your female name, and when you identified as female." And it's very just demoralizing, disconcerting, causes some dysphoria, and it's something that's hard to combat as well, because in the moment, all I could say was, "Well, I really like the name Holden. I think it's a great name." So I kind of play it off as a joke, but it's not really a joke, you know? It's better to just leave those questions for maybe someone you're really, really good friends with. But even then, you don't really need to know unless they want to freely tell you, no matter how curious you are. Yeah, that's one thing. Another question that is really helpful for most trans people is, pretty much all trans people, I think I can also say that, is talking about surgery stuff. I've been really open about like, I want to get top surgery. Help me with my top surgery. I'm having a recital, and then I'm going to do some online fundraising stuff too, so watch out. But so I've been really open about that because I need help to fund it. But because I freely gave that to the world, basically, I told the world that I was having top surgery, that's okay. Obviously, we can talk about it because I started it. But don't ask a trans person about any surgery that they're getting. It's kind of invasive. You wouldn't really normally do that with anybody, like even in minor surgery. Like maybe you'll be like, "Oh, is it anything serious? Like, are you okay?" And they'll be like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe they'll say something, or maybe they'll be like, "Oh, well, I'm having surgery on my foot. for whatever reason or whatever. But you wouldn't necessarily probe them about what kind of surgery they're having. But for some reason, people think it's okay to ask trans people, like, are you getting surgery on your genitalia? It's like very personal. Like, I don't really know why most people think it's okay. I've answered that question before because I don't really have any sort of filter anymore because I put my entire life on the internet now. Hey! But it's not something that you should ask a trans person unless they've already sort of brought up the topic, or if you're really good friends, and then you can feel out if that's appropriate or not, depending on your friendship. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and please keep sending me suggestions or questions that I can answer, because this is good for everyone, me and you and the world and the internet. So, yeah. I will see you soon.